Alright, I'm starting up the live stream. Can everyone hear me? Hello, Wardonis. Can you hear me? And good jobs, Game Fox. You made it. And good jobs, Game Fox. Ah, good. I always want to make sure, just in case, for the first 10 minutes of the live stream, I'm not completely silent. Hello there, Vincent, Malcolm, Tylerbot, Buster, Croby, and the rest of you. I'm hoping for at least 10, but we'll have to see. First, I'm going to be starting out with a pretty easy level just to be sure everything works out, and then I'll move on to requests. And yes, I saw your first response, I love Fridays. I'll be doing your level number 3 in the list. Let me see where we were. Your level was Circuit Man Stage Hyper Boost, right? Yeah, I noticed. Everything should be ready right now. Yep, everything here is viewer submitted levels. I'm gonna start with this easy one, as well as another easy one. Then I'll move on to some of the other ones in chat. Yeah, Mining Outpost. I'll be covering that a bit later, as I know it's gonna be a bit more of a challenging level. Maybe Wardonis if we have enough time. Also, no super chats enabled because I realized halfway through this week I need at least 1,000 subscribers. And I don't have up to 900 yet either. And yes, this was deliberately a much easier level by Adrian. Hello there, Captain Osu and JUEUXX and Leonardo Antonio. Captain Osu. One more level by this author, then I'll move on to Rockman Remix. And this time, I'm taking level submissions from the chat. So if you want one of your levels to be covered, to enter it in the chat as soon as possible. Yes, you can, Croby. Wily Castle by Adrian Reavill. Those will take priority over the ones in the queue currently. Thank you, P Gamer, JIE, and QueenMonika. Hello there. After Rockman Remix, I'll take care of Pick Gamer's level then. Followed by Croby's level. I mean, before that, JIE's level. Yes, you can, Buster. I'll just push it ahead of the queue then. I'd hold off a little bit, Wardonis, but if you want to, sure, pick the level you want the most to be covered here. Thank you. I accidentally forgot to post a link to my live stream, so I will do it after I finish this level. Vincent, that isn't a level ID, it's too long. Could you repost it, please? Hi there, Lepatio. Alright, that was a bit strange. Thank you, Vincent. I also see yours, Leonardo. For some reason the YouTube chat is removing some of the level IDs. Thank you. Sure, Lepatio. Please don't make it too difficult. If I get stuck for too long, I'll start using the level editor, just so it goes a bit more smoothly. I'll be right back in a moment. I need to post my live stream. Thank you, Wardonis. I'll cover that one then. Thank you, Wardonis. I'll cover that one then. For some reason, the mute button didn't work. Alright, that should all be considered. Everything should be right. And Vera's typing indeed. You don't need to say exclamation point add Lipadio. Just enter the ID. Circuit Man Stage Hyper Boost by Rockman Remix. 20 plays and a score of 0. Yeah, I got a lot of game levels submitted. There is at least 100 in my queue. Plus all the 80 levels from Retro Redux. Croby, over 20. I think it is a remix to Circuit Man's level from Rock Force, sorry. So the selection of special weapons we started with. I'm thinking that this is part of a level series. Otherwise, I'm not supposed to start with all these special weapons. I'll be picking up all these special weapons just in case. Yeah, I'll grab all of them because the level designer didn't mention anything else about the level. This is looking to be part of a level series. Oh, I see. I would have preferred to cover all the levels in one video though, but alright then. If you do that, I'll cover it all as a unique video all in once. I like covering all the series of levels in one part. I do like the tile set. Not fast enough there. That was on me though. Let's try it again. Wow, the timing is a bit tight there, unless there are supposed to be checkpoints. I mean, unless there are supposed to be Yoko blocks. I think there's supposed to be Yoko blocks, that's what I'm missing. This time I'm gonna wait. Guess not. I don't see how you're supposed to do that previous segment Buster only. I guess there's supposed to be Yoka blocks there. Alright, when I started this level I didn't expect it to be this difficult. You may want to loosen up on the timing as that's the first Force Beam challenge. Not for this part of Daibuman, sorry. If only I had a time slowdown weapon. Yeah, I'm trying harder this time. There we go. Well, I'm dead. Yeah, I got screwed up by the conveyor belts. This stage is a lot harder for a Roadmaster level, I'd say. And I also forgot to do something off stream, so I will do it after this level. Pretty much. This wouldn't be the case if the timings were delayed by at least 1 pixel, by at least 1 tech. Or 1 unit of time, I mean. It does, it's just that the timing required is more precise than I expected it to be. Strict, I mean. And there's nothing to really damage boost off in the previous rooms, but I made it. See, I wouldn't mind it if this was a light casual level, but the first one feels a bit too difficult, and the second one is considerably easier. You may want to flip them around, and here's another one. Or at least give us access to a time slow weapon. Alright, here's the first checkpoint, thank goodness. Yeah, I'll play the older ones first. No, it's a level by Rockman Remix. See, I like these laser segments a lot better than the first one. These feel like a lot better introductions, anyway. And the tolerances are much better, too. Wow, you need to be fast here too. See, if you could ease up the timings by 1 unit, I like this stage more. Right now it feels like it's stuck on hard mode. See, these rooms are fine. Or at least give us access to the time slower or flash stopper. Well, I tried jumping off the ladder there and... Alright, I'm going to have to use the auto slide button. This is too tight for me. See, these previous rooms are fine, but that last one, that's the problem. Put one more unit at a time over there, please. I'll play this stage for up to 10 more minutes, then I'll move on to the next level. This is taking a bit too long. I think you may want to submit... I think you should have submitted a different level from your series. There's the other problem. Sometimes sliding doesn't work in Mega Man Maker. I know I shouldn't actually have that burner. The timing... See, this is feeling like a Kaiser level, but even then, it feels a bit inconsistent with the timings, because the first one was the hardest one, and now the last one's the harder. That was my fault. Now I'm failing more because I have to react quickly. Because tiptoeing in, I have to get used to how tiptoeing has been updated in version 1.5.5.1. I'll give it 2 more goes, then I'll just open up in the level editor. Or give me an enemy to damage boost off of. See, one more go. If it's only one more unit at a time, but I'm repeating myself at this point. Usually you place a checkpoint every 7 to 11 screens, but it also depends on the stage's difficulty, and how many instant death objects there are. Like in this stage, I'd place checkpoints closer to each other because of all the instant death traps. And Tylerbot's right, you need to have tolerance for where all the enemies are, and there's not even damage boost off of. One way to make this stage easier would be to replace these red force beams with yellow ones, then you can at least keep the timings. Yeah, I'm gonna have to open up in the level editor. That's too strict. I don't want to skip over this level, but I at least want to showcase the rest of it. Alright, here I am. So what I'm gonna do is, let's see... Oh, that actually leads to some other goodies. No, these are garbage. Just to make my life easier. And I'll try again from here, but of course I want some of those pickups. Remember, I wouldn't do this if this was pre-recorded. I'd try several more times here. This is just for saving some time. See, that's a lot better. And the end of the stage is right over here. See, that previous screen should have been before the one before it. Well, you have my document, but for my level queue itself, I just manually write it over, so you don't really see it. So the end of the stage is right over here. If you could tweak the difficulty a bit, or timing to be a lot better. Or at least make these all yellow force beams. That would solve all the problems I have. That way lesser skilled players have a bit more tolerance. And it's over. On to the next level. Again, I like the aesthetics and ideas behind this level, but the timings and difficulty progression is too inconsistent with each other. Let's see, next level. I'm gonna have to write these all down because YouTube doesn't keep track of all of them on the chat history. Give me one moment. Sorry, manual method. I need to set up a bot or something. Alright, I added levels up to the patio, so I got levels from Croby, two other authors, QueenMonika, Pretty Lucky P, Vincent, Leonardo, QueenMonika, Bart, Pretty Lucky, Wardonis, and the patio, of course. And of course TylerBot, can't forget him, and Malcolm. But as for Malcolm, I'm going to be covering his levels in order, so... Yeah, I got your level, Leonardo. I got your level 2, Vincent. You mentioned it breaks the level for if you reset the at checkpoints because of a technical issue. Yep, that's the one I'm playing next because you're the one who put it in first. DWN-002A Clockwork Man Big Ben Clocktower by Mega Man Multiverse with 44 plays and a score of 5. So a preview into this level series. Tell you what, TylerBot, I'll do your level after Vincent's, but before Leonardo's. See you later, Dabooman. Once again, I wish there was actually an intro screen showing how many minutes we have left, or I mean, how long the stage is, an estimated number of zones or screens. And yes, during my full multiverse playthrough, which I will do eventually after Android Attack and the other level series, and Retro Redux, and after the 300 episode celebration, I won't pick up all these special weapons at once. I'm taking IDs. IDs take priority over the ones over my queue currently. Right now there are a lot of levels that have been submitted to chat, so I'm not sure if I'll be able to get to yours, Gokulis. Sure, but it'll probably be covered during the next stream. I'm thinking of running 2 streams next week, one on Saturday and one on Sunday because I have over 100 levels on my viewer submitted levels queue. I'll get to it, Gokulus, when I get to the next pause point. As I said, I don't have a bot that's keeping track of everything. Hey Maverick, welcome to the stream. It does kind of remind me of Solar Man's level, though with less laser flowers. Thanks for pointing it out, Croby. Oh, the last one, okay. Yeah, without the fireballs and laser flowers. Well, that works. I see your submission, Cody Joan, I guess. Having to deal with these enemies in tight corridors. Same, Vincent. You can sort of replicate lava by using red force beams, but yeah. I mean, you could just make the lava act like spikes. Some have been annoying placements with the shield attackers, but I guess the stage is trying to force us to react quickly to obstacles. There's a shield attacker coming right up, so I'm preemptively using this. True, Tylerbot. That's why I wish in the future we actually have actual lava that's simpler, that's less processor intensive. Yeah, we have more variance in the water now. So that's the boss's symbol. Sorry about that. And what we would get if this was the full series. Nice way to prevent an easy hit from the boss. And also a nice way of making the boss fight a bit different with the lower ceiling, and that you always have to run to the left. Alright, let me add up your levels. Let's see. Big Gamer. Okay, Gokulus. I see yours. If only YouTube preserved the spaces, it'd make my life a lot easier. That level was fun, but a bit too many shield attackers for my own taste. Next up is Neon Bombers by AmazeMaker, with 4 plays and a score of 1. So it's your level, GIELUXX. Well, at least it wasn't exactly spelled out. Yeah, nice aesthetics. Seems that this stage is gonna have some non-linearity. Let's try it again. Let's go to the left first. Guess not. And all these are bottomless pits. Just want to make sure I'm not overlooking something. Shouldn't go there yet. I thought a different level author actually gave me X. I thought there was a universal Mega Man Maker bot out already. Where else do I go then? Oh, right over there. I was getting a bit confused there, but now I understand where to go. I keep thinking that's an actual spike enemy. I keep thinking that's an actual spike, but no, it isn't. Kind of hectic to put that sort of challenge next to each other. Thank you, damage boosting. I'll ease up on that challenge a bit. Ah, Nightbot. I'll take a look at that then. I like the aesthetics, but in some ways I feel the aesthetics are a bit confusing too. I'm getting a bit lost. Well, now I have the slide. And our first checkpoint. This stage isn't brutal, it's just a bit confusing at the start, but now I understand where to go, and I like its non-linearity. Also, thank you for the full restore over there so you don't get soft-locked, that's good design. Whoa, okay. Can I go down here? I can. I keep thinking I'm gonna get soft lock, but no, the level designer already taught about that. Can you make the background and foreground a bit more distinct? I'm getting a little bit confused what's part of the foreground and background. And I like how we have all these weapon blocks over here so in case you want to get back here faster. I wouldn't call it disturbing, it's a bit confusing. Whoops. Yeah, that was my fault for not reacting fast enough. It doesn't really feel like a maze, it feels non-linear. You mean the mines? Oh. Oh, that's scary to do. At least there's a checkpoint right over here. I'm gonna try finding them all. Oh, I thought this was actually part of the background. I thought this was part of the foreground. At least the bombs can destroy them. There we go, that's how we get through. And we're sent back over here with a full refill. So yeah, now I now have the hyper bomb, so I just need to find the Surf Snake. That's nice to know. I always like it when stages have multiple ways to complete them. Oh yeah, I remember that room. It's to the right. And now I can skip this challenge. In order to access it, it's to the left there. I need Sword Snake, probably. Whoa, okay, that's the room. I can either take the lower route or this route. See, I like non-linear stages like this. It kind of feels like a Metroidvania level. Probably should do it from this side, actually. Oh, it's a placeholder. Thank you. So that's my key, and now I can backtrack. And you need all special weapons to get past here. This was a fun level, one of my favorite levels of this episode. It's not as difficult as one of the other stages by Rockman Remix, but this is a fun challenge. It was a bit confusing at the beginning, probably should have a bit better conveyance, but otherwise it's a decent level at worst. AKA, it's a fun level. And yes, I forgot to turn on the level timer again. Sorry. Thanks for the reminder. I already said everything I have to say about this level. It was fun. On level timer. Yeah, there's some issues because it actually counts the time when you're spawning in, but that can be up to you. At least it pauses during the pause menu. It's not very accurate, but it's better than nothing. What I would also like is a death counter for the more difficult levels. Snake is a placeholder weapon. Next up is Croby's level, Fire type stage with 17 plays and a score of 4. Oh, hello there, Burner Boy and WWE Bring It. I forgot to notice you earlier. And Data 0604. Yeah, we can add levels whenever you want. Just post it in here. Full arsenal special weapons. Five in a series. Interesting. If they all have the same amount of quality, I recommend it. I don't recognize where this musical track comes from. Well, this time you actually need it. I mean, this time we're actually riding on top of the lava, so it's fine to have oil fires. Oh, Wily Stage 3. I didn't recognize the remix. Then again, I don't recognize most of the musical tracks from Mega Man 8, with the exception of at least half the Roadmaster teams. So like 2-hour level challenges? I'll check. I think it is on my list, Ryan, but I'll double check after this level. Thank you, Triple Hit Bug. Welcome back, Excalibur. Kind of repetitive usage of the level terrain here. You could vary it up a bit. It's for those who want to play through the stage without using the checkpoint to reset, like in the Wily Challenge mode. That's the reason, Game Fox. Or for those who are playing on a low life challenge. You can, it'll just push it ahead on the chat. At least for this stream. And if I can't get to any of these levels that were posted in the chat on this stream, I'll add the remaining ones to my 2 playlists, and I will play them in the future, either in a pre-recorded video or during a live stream. Starting from next week, I'm going to start covering levels that were submitted to Retro Redux, the ones that I didn't already cover. It is. Shaun, I'll be playing your level after Tylerbot. Essentially, the order right now is after Croby, QueenMonika, then Tylerbot, then you, Shaun. Thank you for being very cooperative, Pharaohman. Oh, so much red. My eyes need some rest. I know, but he could ease up on the red backgrounds a bit. Then again, it's also my fault because I'm playing through a bunch of levels already. In a pre-recorded episode, I at least have the luxury of taking breaks between the levels. Here I don't. It's just looking at so many backgrounds after time where it becomes a bit of a nuisance. Not quite, Wardonis. There are a few other levels after you. For instance, Vincent, Leonardo, Bart. So that marks the end of this level. Yeah, I don't really see the need for it. Let me check, Ryan. Yeah, I see. Your level's on the list, Ryan. Somehow Croby got on the list twice. Added your level to my list, Lucio. I don't have a bot set up for that, Philippe. I'll have to set up Nightbot in the future. Alright, Astro Man's Battle Arena by QueenMonika. It's actually on my 2 playlist, but let's get it done right now. As I said, next week I'm going to start doing 2 live streams, one on Saturday and one on Sunday. The one on Sunday starts at the same time as today. The one on Saturday, I'm still considering the time. I'm thinking of putting it also at 12 PM or 1 PM, but we'll have to see. Yeah, Burner Boy, it sounds more like a Fortress boss or a Special Boss team. No, Excalibur. Well, I tried a few times, still wasn't able to. It's just outside my skill level. It's more in the skill level of Buster, Game Fox, Yagami, Brickman, etc., etc. Okay, this is gonna be one of those longer levels. This is one of the reasons why I really wish on the start screen it actually showed how long the level is, estimated. Let's go through this base for some extra safety. Double jumping resolves so many scenarios. Okay, this does not harm me. Good. I think this is Searchman's team, but I can't recall. How are you supposed to get past this segment when you're playing as base without damage boosting? Okay, Astroman team, thank you. Thanks for the checkpoint. Unless I missed an alternative route like destroying the fire tellies first. Well, that was a very easy Nightman encounter. Yeah, I know that, the Gokulus. That was added in the version 1.5 update. That makes some of the Zhou types so much easier. I don't mind being able to shoot through their shields, but being able to shoot above their shields and at their feet, that makes especially the classic Sniper Zhous really easy. Thanks for the heads up. Maximum time 20 minutes per level. Or 25 minutes. Seems all the bosses are much more weak to the basic level Buster. And the reason why the weapon capsules after the boss is because we can't have both at the same time, the life pickup and the weapon pickup. Of course, you could just put the life pickup after the boss battle, and put the weapon pickup as the boss's reward. Thank you, Napping Guard. I'll get to that, Croby. I think I did, but... ...28 to 30 screens is a nice level size for a traditional or fortress level. However, if you're making a challenge level, it can be smaller. It all depends on the level difficulty. Oh no, don't tell me this stage has multiple pathways. If it does, I'm going to have to replay through it sometime. Or not. We'll see. Well, if your levels are more non-linear, of course it makes sense, because you're going through the previous screens again. Could someone double check and see if this level has multiple routes? Whoops. My bad. I should have waited there. At least the bosses are really weak to their own weaknesses. Let's try it again, and this time let's wait. Because of course there are yoga blocks here. An empty screen with nothing in it. Am I missing a boss here? There could have been at least something there, otherwise why even put the screen? I'll go with green. I think this stage has multiple routes, but I'll have to double check. Hopefully not. I don't want to replay through the stage right now. I want to get to other levels. So here's the deal. In these live streams, if these levels have very separate routes, unless you explicitly tell me to go through them, I'm just going to cover one of them. If they're minor splits, sure, I'll cover both. And that's the end of the level. Before I move on to Tylerbot's level, let me double check this. Plus, after this I'm gonna have to take a short break. I need to get a glass of water. Yeah, there are probably multiple routes because I didn't acquire half the special weapons. When I made my Magma 1, 2, and 3 stages, especially the latter 2, it took a few weeks too. Your level of patio, that's gonna take a while. It may or may not be covered because of all the levels in front of it. Conveyor Mayhem, pretty lucky P. The main problem with that was its size, and it should have focused more on the conveyor belts, the moving ladders, as well as the sideway crushers. And some of the noble nickels or extra goodies were a bit too out there. Leonardo, your level will be played after Vincent's. So let's take a look. Okay, bottom one leads over here, and this one leads... Yeah, pretty much. Alternate routes. I like how stadiums have alternate routes to add to replayability. It just makes playing through them take a bit longer to go through. Yeah, a lot of separate routes, so more props to QueenMonika, I guess. This was a fun level. It didn't really drag on, and there was nice variety in the terrain. Plus, you always get the chance of going to a separate route if you so desire. It's a big level, but the size is reduced by the fact that you only go to take one of the routes. And you always have a choice of separating the routes. So that's a plus. So I'll still give it a thumbs up, but as I said, it's one of those larger levels. Next up is Mining Outpost by TylerBot. While this level loads up, I'll take a quick hydration break. Alright, I'm back, and the stage is still loading up. Okay, just in time. And he did mention that Proto Man and Mega Man have separate routes, so let me first go to the stage as Mega Man. How many screens long is this? I did more than just a hydration break, by the way. And the stage scrolling is a bit laggy too. It's a bit concerning. Because of the loading time, it felt more like it's going to be 80 or 90. Oh, wow. Yep, Maverick. I guess I have some backtracking through the level. Yeah, I realized that. Now if he decides to come down, it'd be really appreciated. Instead of doing this attack, or Astro Crush. Come on, Astro Man. Thank you. I don't think you intended this boss to take this long. Alright, it's done. Oh, okay, don't slide. Thank you. That's the change in the AI. Wait, did I hit a checkpoint here? I hope I did. Alright, that's the checkpoint. Now, if only could pierce through the Picketman shields, they're more annoying than Sniper Joe's, all things considered. Because of the random number of pickets they throw, as well as their range, the arc is harder to dodge. That's fine. Could be both. Could be RNG. Yeah, I will do it, but in a pre-recorded stream because that's gonna be huge. Buster already warned me in advance. Here's the Hyper Bomb. Essentially a turret dodging segment. Thank you for the full refill of everything. And Grenade Man. But this elevator arena makes it a bit different. Especially when he tries doing that attack. There we go. I'm gonna have to get back here, don't I? Unless I'm playing as Proto Man, probably. A nice easy way of backtracking through the stage. And now I can go for this M-Tank. But I temporarily lose access to the Hyper Bomb, so I can't destroy these mines. So I don't just circumvent the entire challenge. No, I'm not gonna make a custom arena. For some reason the door didn't unlock until I destroyed the mini-boss. Good, oh good, they react with the Sparkman platforms. I sure hope we're close to it. Oh good, that's the change I didn't realize. But there probably isn't an option to disable it though. Oh, that was worth it. Hopefully that can be fixed in a future update. That may break some levels. Favorite stage category? Probably Metroidvania. There's our M-Tank. It was worth it, so back to the beginning. I can't access the other route, so I have to go here. A nice way of actually maintaining the level progression because it's actually very linear. This stage isn't really non-linear. It just makes you backtrack a bit. But there is minimal backtracking thanks to shortcuts and clever uses of teleporters. So props to TylerBot for that. This is currently my second favorite level of this episode. Oh yeah, Steve Gaming, I sometimes watch him. I wish he he branched out to the other Mario Maker because he checked out Mega Man Maker. I wish he checked out... What was that Mario Maker, the name was specifically? Super Mario X, that's the one. I wish he checked out that a bit. But then again, he's probably worried it may get DMCA'd. I keep forgetting that now I can destroy these mines. Once again, separate routes for Mega Man and Proto Man. TylerBot, do you want me to check out Proto Man's route through this level? Or do you want me to just move on to the next stage? How much of a difference is the Proto Man route, by the way? Because I noticed those weapon blocks that I can't access. Thank you, TylerBot. Hi Zen, Dragon Wing. Oh. That's a major change. Unfortunately, this stage is over 90 minutes long, so I'll move on to another level. It is a cool level. I really want to cover this stage in full. Oh, sorry, keep forgetting. New rules. Alright, I'll cover the Proto Man route of this stage in a pre-recorded episode. How about that, TylerBot? That seems like a nice compromise to me. Alright, quick poll. Do you want me to play through the stage as Proto Man, or do you want me to move on to the next level? Alright, Bart says to move on. Alright, most people are saying move on, so I will move on. Let me load up the next level. So let's see. Alright. Next up is Dark Waters Medium Hard Reboot 1.5 by Shaun Williams with 8 plays and a score of 0. Move on it is. I'll cover the second half in a Veer Submitted level. Probably this week or next week. Sorry Dragonwing, I got your level, but I'm not sure I'll be able to cover it during this live stream. There are just too many levels in the queue right now, already in chat, but I will add it to my playlist. Oh wait, did you provide your level ID, Dragonwing? I think I confused the part of your username as the level ID. Yep, next week I'm putting up 2 live streams. And if you've seen Shaun Williams levels, you know how these should go, or I have a lot of jump cuts. You're gonna see the unedited version of me going through Shaun Williams levels. Get ready. Whoops, yeah, didn't make the slide jump properly. Oh yeah, okay, so that changed a bit. Oh, timed it poorly. And didn't time it right. Yeah, I need to time it better. I can't freeze it in place. For these kinds of levels, damage boosting is almost mandatory for survival. Thank you, TylerBot. I already know I'm gonna get ambushed by something on the right. Well, I kind of screwed that one up. Let's see if they respawn. Okay, they do respawn, thank goodness. Plus, I want both of those E-tanks, so I'm gonna have to take some force stats. Oh, I can't backtrack either. Okay. Hopefully I don't need that one. Well, actually I can if I time it just right. Which I failed to. Nope. You know, I think I can make this jump. Nope. That was a deliberate choice there. I want that E-tank too. I'm not sure how many E-tanks I'll need for the stage. See, if I jumped on that last ledge, I could have done it. Oh yeah, there's a spike right over there. For a moment there, I was wondering what happened. Yeah, it is. That's what I wanted to get in the first place. Whoops. That's why I cut off most of the deaths, otherwise this tends to happen. Timing. Yeah, stream submission. It was also submitted to my playlist. Yeah, the timing here is gonna be a bit tight. Just off. Could I just speed run past it? I don't think so. There's the spirit. At least these stages have frequent checkpoint placement. Yeah, that was my bad. To be fair, because of the frequent checkpoint placement, it makes up for how many deaths there are. So it's actually less frustrating than certain other levels because you don't lose that much progress. Something's up over here. Yeah, there are a bunch of special weapons I want here. Ugh. Yeah, I should have just jumped. Because that's probably the boss's weakness. See, and also the force beam timings are global, but they really should have an option to make it local. See, now it's much better. Ah, got it. Now I need to make it back and survive, but I realized I hit the checkpoints in the wrong order. Oops. At least there's a checkpoint right over here, so thank you. I don't need to backtrack too much. I feel like I'm missing a special weapon. I think they were supposed to have a wave block here, or the water wave, but I missed something. Still, the stage feels easier than one of the stages with all the force beams. See, if that stage had... because the force beams here are more generous. Plus, you can damage boost through a lot of these screens. And if you're not me, if you're more skilled, you won't die. Hit every single enemy in the level. That hole in the wall looks suspicious. And for good reason. Whoops. Oh my... Whoa, whoa, whoa. But I didn't actually activate the check... There was no checkpoint nearby, so... It's gonna be a bit risky. Yeah, positioning. Pixel precision required. At least tiptoeing is easier. At least there's a life pickup nearby, too. See, but jumping. As I said, the max limit of time I'll spend on each of these levels is 20 minutes, but I'm getting near the end, I know it. I played enough of Croby's levels to know how long they are. Not Croby, sorry, Shaun Williams. Yeah, I need to do jumping. See, it's a lot faster this way. And I forgot I didn't hit an enemy. Oh, come on, I was pressing the jump button. Engine. Yeah, I'm fine. Apparently Leonardo and Vincent are counting the ABCs. This is Shaun Williams' level. See, the problem with this is that the pixel precision required, and tiptoeing is kind of inconsistent in this engine. It is a bit better, but still. Kellic? Is that from a Fire Emblem ROM hack? See, if you only face the other direction. See, that's what happens when I try tiptoeing. Suddenly the engine decides that I'm supposed to be moving at a normal rate. At the start he is. Do I even need this, actually, Shaun? If not, I'm just skipping past to the next part. Not skipping past to the next part, I mean going to the next part of the level. I don't, but I'm somewhat aware of some of the more popular ROM hacks. Just like I'm somewhat aware of the Mega Man. Just as I'm somewhat aware of the more popular Mario ROM hacks. Oh, thank goodness, that was the hardest part of the stage. I don't really like these tiptoeing sections, especially in this engine. Maybe if this was a ROM hack, I'd like it a lot more. It is, and he slowly gets better if I recall correctly. I mean, The Last Promise is one of the more popular or famous Fire Emblem ROM hacks. That's why I know it. I may, but not a full Let's Play because it's kind of repetitive. If I was playing multiplayer though, definitely. There's always these secrets. For the skull barrier. Now that that's done... No, they don't. They're despawning off screen. As long as the gyres are despawning, it's fine. I see a spike there. That always means damage boost. Whenever there's a spike in a tight quarter like this, always damage boost. Kellic and that other character, yeah. That was a trolley maneuver there. Then again, it was indicated on this screen to use the skull barrier and there's a full refill. And the checkpoint's over here, so I'm okay with it. I'm more okay with it because there's a checkpoint right before it, and it does sort of telegraph it. Oh, I didn't realize you could kill the enemy that fast using the skull barrier. They act like the barriers of the stage, but there aren't any water wave blocks anywhere. Thank you, we're nearing the boss. See, if I edited down this level in post like I usually do, this level would only take about 4 to 5 minutes probably, or 6 minutes at most. Oh. Oh boy. Don't tell me. Oh. I think Shaun Williams talked a bit about this stage and how we need to damage boost to complete the boss. That's why we need all these E-tanks. Because I didn't find the water wave anywhere. Unless his weakness is something else. It's either that or I'm missing something. So that's this stage. As I said, if I did this in a pre-recorded episode, this would only be 5 to 6 minutes long. The main important things on these Shaun Williams levels is that you should always damage boost, make sure to pause abuse, dead abuse, and spam your weapons. Alright, now that Shaun's done, I'm moving on to Pretty Lucky Peas level, which is Metal Man is in My Image by Zhou, 7 plays and a score of 3. Finally, a much shorter level. After playing several longer levels in a row. Finding one that's much easier. No. I will start covering levels and Retro Redux during this week, by the way. So keep an eye on the channel. Also, you may have noticed I'm starting to cover more Let's Plays from other games. I'll be completing my Let's Plays of Reavill as well as Mega Man 3D 2 during this week. And next week, or later this week, I'll be completing my Let's Play of Hovership Havoc. Maybe next week. And I'll be starting up 2 more Let's Plays. Can't you already? You can already do that by replacing the NSFs. Oh goody, there are multiple of them. Bringing out the big guns. I was wondering why they weren't flashing. I just noticed that all of our special weapons are from Mega Man 2. Bye, hot dog. I know this stage felt like it just existed and probably wasn't the best as well put together compared to, for example, QueenMonika, Tylerbot, and that other person's level. But still, it's a nice palate cleanser. Do I even have his weakness? I guess not. Bye, Zen. You mean final? See, the problem I have with that is that it's a kind of repetitive RPG. I wouldn't mind it too much, but there's no fast forward option. At least from 1, 2, and 3, I'm not sure about final. Oh, okay. In Mega Man 2 is broken. It didn't require that much weapon usage, you can fire in 8 different directions, and most enemies were actually susceptible to it, and you could spam it. See, I wouldn't mind as much if one of those features was taken out. Keep the 8 directional movement, but either nerf the damage or nerf the amount of ammo it has. Probably I'd nerf the damage it deals. At least or the option at least. Next up is Vincent's level. Sparkman Remake. 36 plays in a score of 8. Was this submitted to Retro Redux? Alright, they're short, I'll do them. Yeah, I don't understand why so many bosses are weak to it. Make one of the bosses weak to the Metal Blade like Bubble Man, and perhaps one is a secondary weakness, but make the rest more resistant to it, or at least make one or two of the bosses even immune to it. See, one of the problems in Mega Man 2 was the weapons weren't really balanced towards each other, both in terms of their normal uses and the fact that some of the special weapons in terms of enemies, they are not evenly spread out in terms of weakness orders, or weakness distribution. Yeah, that's the problem. At least spread the love in terms of weaknesses. Distribute the World Master weaknesses and strengths more evenly. Combination of chat and on the 2 playlist. Everything on the chat takes greater priority compared to the ones on my 2 playlist. Any of the items that were introduced in the chat but are not on my 2 playlist and I don't complete during the stream will be added to my 2 playlist. I guess this is where the pathways link up with each other. Or not. With some petite snakies, we could make this snakes and ladders. Hello there, little Mac. Oh yeah, I played Mother 1, 2... I beat Earthbound, I think I beat Mother 1. I haven't exactly played Mother 3 yet. But I will eventually try out Cognitive Dissonance. And I am interested in trying out Toho Mother 1 and 2. I was only recently introduced to the whole Mother metaverse. .6, probably Fortress bosses. Well, I would think Fortress bosses and new characters. This update already added all of the multiple bosses again, 10 up to a time. Probably a music switcher, and items and assets from Mega Man 9 and Mega Man 10. I don't, Wardonis. I only recognize about 1/3 of them. The rest I just make up names for them. Or pick up close enough one. Like how I keep confusing the lyrics as being Yamasees, or the Kamons as being rollers, or the Peter Cheese as being walkers. You get used to it. I took inspiration from Raw Mithril for that. And Kevel. Rip Mega Man X perfect runs. I wish the Mega Man X8 series of perfect runs was completed. Alright, that's done. Next up is Leonardo. Yes, unless I missed some. I'll double check. Alright, Mega Time to 20xix. 14 plays and a score of 1. Yeah, I played and beat Crystallis Wardonis. No, you're after... Huh. Okay, you're after Leonardo, Buster. You're coming right up next. Hi, Nuclear Stomp. So far I've covered 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 levels. This is my 12th one. Oh, Mexican. Okay, sorry. Well, I guess I want to do this in order then. Let's start with 1. Yeah, Etterville. Don't worry, I don't mind if you call me Eaterville. Let me level with you, Discord? Sure. When I'm completed with this live stream. Look at all the keys here, 12 of them at least. So let me guess, there are 12 key doors somewhere. Yeah, please post it in the chat. That'd be handy. Oh, we unlock each of the doors that way. I see. So like I said, let's do this in clockwise order. Is it just me, or this kind of reminds me of the mini challenges from Mega Man Legacy Collection, where they do reduxes of each segment of each level. In this case, it's Bubble Man. Pardon me. Even this section. Yeah, it reminds me exactly of that level. And it has a clock team over here, so makes sense. Mega Man 7 Stage 1, you mean? Yeah, I love this stage in Wily Fortress theme. It's one of my favorites in the entire series. I'm not sick, it's just I've been talking for quite a while. My throat's drying up again. Yeah, I love this song, Nuclear Stomp. Nah, it is my actual voice. It may be because I'm not using post-processing here, so the compression settings on OBS are different. I'm not sure how to exactly replicate them. Thank you. Over halfway done. Oh, trust me, if you look at my previous videos, I sound very different, because I had a worse microphone and I didn't play around with the recording settings. This reminds me of Mega Man 1. This reminds me of Mega Man Legacy Collection. What with the level remixes. Always starting out at some place and ending with a teleporter. Blue Yeti. Blue Yeti Snowball, I think. Before, I used to use my headset microphone. Okay. Saw my phase right through the enemy there. This live stream will last for about 30 more minutes. Yeah, there's an issue with those Mecha Kuros, aka Hoppers, where if they're on top of spikes, you can somehow phase right through them. In the 16-bit remix of this stage music, it's a lot more ominous. The 8-bit musical remix chosen over here does make it sound a bit more sad. Oops, I skipped over one of them. Back down to 6. Didn't I already do this? But we'll have to see. I love at least half the musical tracks in Mega Man 7. Let's see. First will come Bart, then Pretty Lucky P again, then you, Wardonis. So your level, Wardonis, will probably be the last level I'll cover in this episode. And I thought I hit that key, but apparently it didn't save. This is Mr. X's Fortress, I think. Best soundtrack in the NES titles? Tree... I liked it more than... See, my favorites is a bit of a multi-way tie between 5, 6, 7, and a few others. Although 6 is kind of forgettable because the stages are honestly too easy, and at that time the series is starting to get a bit too repetitive. I still like this musical track, a bit more than Mega Man 5. In fact, compared with Mega Man 5, the Mega Man 6's musical track felt a bit more dramatic, like the situation felt a bit more tense, like there was an air of finality to it. I don't know, it's just me. Same with Mega Man 4 in a way. Like compared to Mega Man 3 and Mega Man 5, I felt like the tunes of Mega Man 4 and 6 felt more dramatic. "11 is the last one. Oh, referring to Battle Duel series. Speaking of Battle Network, I suggest you take a look at End Cycle as well as One Step from Eden. Both of them feel like nice spiritual successors to the Battle Network series. Once again, One Step from Eden as well as End Cycle. Yeah, Blockman. Oh, now I recognize the numbers. See, each number corresponds to a stage from the Mega Man titles. I entered the 11 teleporter, hence Mega Man 11. Now I get it. It took me that long to realize what this stage was going for, silly me. That's clever, Leonardo. Especially with the clock setup. Mega Man 1 through 11, and now 12 goes to the end of the level. Well, this level. That's one way of making it 10. See, I wouldn't mind if there are count bombs with 0 on them, because count bombs with 0 don't immediately explode. Not sure, Capcom has not announced it yet. Maybe Mega Man X9 will come out first, but we'll see. So that was this stage, a bit longer than what I expected, but it was nice. Alright, I see your level, Elisandro, but I won't be able to cover it, so I won't be able to cover it in this stream, so I'll add it to my list. Dragonwind, could you add to your level ID? I didn't really get it. Alright, I'll be right back. I need to get some hydration. Oh, there's a way to make a 0 count bomb with text editing? I didn't know that. That'd be interesting. Alright, next up is Buster. Grenade Man's Blasted Scheme by Buster. 12 plays and a score of 3. Excuse me. I know there's a fan game group trying to make Mega Man 05. They already created Mega Man ZX Prologue. I really need to let's play that game for my channel. It's looking very interesting. I'll try playing through both the Model X and Model Z routes of that game. I'm only going to be covering probably 3 more levels, but we'll have to see. Those being Buster's, Pretty Lucky Peas, and Wardonis, but we'll have to see. Ooh, some neat aesthetics. Props for that. Already some of the best aesthetics of this episode. We have Zhou's Cynical AI, but I guess a more unique title with Proto Man. Well, we kind of do. No level more than 25 to 20 minutes long, and one of the best aesthetics, Buster. At least it feels to me, it looks pretty nice. Sometimes even the simpler aesthetic combinations are pretty good. Sometimes simplicity is the way to go. Sometimes people focus so much on making the backgrounds, the foregrounds, or stage design more complex that it decreases the fun of the level, or it decreases how good it looks. Not all levels have to be complex beasts to be good. That was an epic screw-up on my part. Also good checkpoint placement. See, I don't mind complex levels, but people need to understand how to make them interesting. If your scope is bigger, there's more chances of things to go wrong, I'd say. Oh no. I see what this is going for. Every time Stone Man stomps the ground, it'll keep spawning in those Yambos. Not just bomb spawns, Yambo spawns. They home in on you a bit. And if you're on the side of the screen like that, this can happen. Yeah, Katon Bions, or Katon Bions. And if you stand on the sides of the screen, they can infinitely spawn in like that, in a pretty crazy fashion. Okay, let's take the lower route with explosives. Then I'll take the upper route. How did it not take damage there? Something else neat is that they can't actually reach you to the left because of the conveyor belts. Where the two pathways link up with each other, so quick reset because I want to take the upper pathway now. Welp? What, TNT doesn't hurt you? I thought the explosions would actually hurt you. I'm thinking too much of Blast Man from Mega Man 11. And darn, I should have taken this upper route first. I thought that was an optional route judging by that ladder. Of course, it's kind of my fault for not checking. It does. That really looks like it should hurt you. Nice difficulty curve, a nice introduction of mechanics and enemies and recombination of all those things. It is a bit on the harder side, but if it's eased up a bit, sure it'd fit. This is somewhere like in the medium. This is what I put in hard mode, perhaps. Warfare Melodon. Oh, whoops. Sorry, I overlooked that. Thanks for the reminder. And this section is easier thanks to damage boosting off the bombs. Other Thunderclaw poles nearby. Oh, that was a close one. Yeah, Mega Man X Corrupted, I know that game. Currently in development. When I say in development, it's been in development for how many years now? 10 years? It's even swap engines from ActionScript 2 to ActionScript 3. I'm still questioning if it'll ever come out. Yeah, 10 years. Hopefully it doesn't become vaporware. And hopefully the project scope doesn't end up... See, I'm really hoping that it doesn't. I'm hoping that people's expectations for it aren't too high. It's also a Metroidvania, so the scope is bigger. So hopefully people aren't too disappointed if their expectations don't grow too massive, at least. See, I think it's going to be from what I've seen so far, it's going to be a good or decent experience at the very least, but I'm a bit worried that people's expectations are going to be too high for it, and some people are going to end up being disappointed. Unless it get delays again. But I'm really hoping it gets released in 2020. Yep. Exactly. Bomb Man. Even if I don't use his weakness, Bomb Man's easier than the encounter against Stone Man. No bombs dropping from above. But I admire how consistently this stage is sticking to its team of explosives everywhere. Both with the TNT blocks and the bombs. So up there as being one of my favorite levels of this episode. But we're at the end of the level. Quick reset just to be safe. It is familiar to ZX style. Quick poll. How many of you have actually played Mega Man ZX Prologue, the fan game? This was an almost good to good level, I'd say. Definitely gets my seal of approval. Good work, Buster. Next up is Boss Duo's Revenge Against MGM Hard. 15 plays and a score of -2. Yeah, I already covered a level by Pretty Lucky Pete before, so let's hope this doesn't take too long. Yeah, that's not necessarily a good thing, Bart. If you keep running the scope too much, the game may never come out, or you may be stretched too thin of polishing out things. Sometimes limiting the scope is a good idea. Oh, rats. Base doesn't have double jumping here. Alright, back to Mega Man. If he had double jumping, I would have gone as base. The negative scores aren't always accurate to how bad the level is. There's no soft lock here, don't worry. Thank you for the full restores on everything. Oh, I see. Boss rush stage. Oh no. Any ideas? Oh, I didn't realize. Okay. This can actually hit him. Okay, he's not completely invulnerable there. That's pretty amazing. It kind of reminds me of Boss Battle Ideas collection, but with 2 bosses at a time. Oh, that was a close one. Hey, Snake Eater. Oh no. Really? It's Super Arrow. Oops. Oh, whoops. Do I get a key by defeating them? Hopefully not. Otherwise, I kind of messed myself up there. I'm not sure if I like this idea. Whoops, yeah, I didn't realize that. I don't know if this is the best idea of a boss battle room. There's only 2 bosses in anyways. Yeah, there were keys here, so I do need to refight the bosses. Let me tell you what. I'm gonna cover this level during a pre-recorded episode because I really want to cover Wardonis' level, and I already covered a level by Pretty Lucky P earlier, so I will get back to it, don't worry. Plus, I'm starting to run low on time. Sorry for the abrupt shift. Alright, the last level I'll cover in the stream, unless it's short enough, is A Knight's Tale by Wardonis, with 7 plays and a score of 1. Don't worry, Pretty Lucky P, that'll be the first level I'll cover in my next pre-recorded viewer submitted level. Please send it on the latest viewer submitted level, or send it on my latest Mega Man Maker video. Once again, I'm sorry, Pretty Lucky P, but I already covered the level by you. No. 20 minutes left. 20 minutes left. No. Sorry about that. You mean Mega Man X Plus or a different one? Yeah, sorry for the delay there. I had to take care of something off screen. Once again, sorry Pretty Lucky, but I already covered a level by you and I want to get to some other levels by other designers. You'll get your turn again and during the next stream, and that'll be one of the first levels I'll cover during the viewer submitted level stream. the next episode. Plus, I'll be running 2 Viewers Mid-Level streams next week, one on Saturday and one on Sunday because there's too many. This will be the 14th level I'll cover during this stream. Okay, I won't add it to your list. I won't add it to the list then. Whoa, the background. Could you please decrease the amount of blue here? I also would have liked the projectile weapon instead of this one. And you can see why. I'm gonna die here. This weapon's not well suited for this area. You can send more. See, I wish there was actually a category so you could actually do it. At least I can do stuff like that and continuously hit him. What happened? Okay, I don't know what happened there. I was explicitly holding up on my controller, but of course. Let's try it again. Hardest part of the stage. See, this segment is kind of like the anti-flame sword. Flame sword, I thought was awesome in Mega Man 8. Mach 2. At least it doesn't take double damage here. I love it when I can do that. Bye, Burner Boy. Alright, now I'm here. Oh boy, this stage has quite a bit of exploration. I wish those UFOs had a less annoying sound effect. Back down we go. At least I'm getting somewhere now. Also, that was a... whoa. Okay, at least there was a pit shot over there, so... at first you may think it's a bottomless pit. Oh no. The background is really distracting here. Mario games depends on which kind of Mario games because there are many different platforms here. There is the 2D Mario games, the 3D Mario games, the party games, the RPGs, the Paper Mario games, the series created by 3D Land. Mario's expanded so much that there's, I like to say, several sub-franchises. The recent ones. Odyssey, you mean like Odyssey, Super Mario Party? I don't really have a Switch, so I didn't really play Odyssey, but from what I've seen from streams, it's awesome. It's a lot closer to Super Mario 64 and Sunshine compared to the Galaxy titles. Ah, we're out of here, thank goodness. Now I can get out through this section. And reset these switches back to normal. But that means we have to backtrack here, so now we have to complete the right section of the stage. Neat. A nice variant of Wardonis' design of having 4 split pathways. And now this section is a bit less annoying. And if I had all special weapons, I could reset all switches at once. As I said, simplicity isn't necessarily a bad thing. Simplicity in design and all that. Oh. So those magma beams can activate off screen. This section is so much easier with the flame sword. I should have taken this route first. I think one of the reasons why it is so popular is because, well, it was one of the first games released for the NES, it became a big hit, and because of its enduring simplicity design, and being quite accessible to a lot of people. Well, more so compared to, more so in the SNES era, I'd say. In a way, the first set of Mega Man games were kind of more tolerant of failure because you actually had a health bar, instead of dying to 2 to 3 hits. Nightman. Yeah, Sega Dreamcast. What a wonderful console, but sadly overshadowed. Of course, it's kind of their own fault too, due to their past failures. Still living the dream. It was ahead of its time with its internet capabilities and for its near-perfect arcade ports. Oh, those clam enemies. I almost called them clam pearls there. I love their opening and closing sound effects. What Castlevania titles were released for the Sega consoles outside of Bloodlines? Yep, 1, 2, 3, Adventure 1, Adventure 2, CD, Generations, It kinda was supposed to be, but at least there's more variants in design, I'd say. If you look at Mario ripoffs, you can find plenty of them. Yeah, Symphony of Night was on Saturn, you're right. Thank you, Serious Malcolm. I keep forgetting about that. In fact, in some ways, it actually had more content compared to the PlayStation release. For instance, being able to play as Maria. Oh, there are mods to fix that. There's an issue if you make it too fast where then the skills floor gets too high. Really, if you want the best quality, you should look at the fan games. I still say that the Sonic fan game community is one of the best ones out there. The Nintendo one is a close second. It would be one of the top ones had Nintendo not DMCA'd so much stuff, and there's so much risk of that. If I ever play Run of Blood, it will have to be on emulator. I think there is a version. Depends on which era. It depends on whether you're talking about the classic titles or the Igavania titles. Let me guess, I need this. Yeah, I do. I think it does, yeah. If you want to start a Castlevania that isn't too difficult, I suggest Super Castlevania 4. And then the classic, then number 3. We're coming up to the end of the level. And now that we have special weapons, these enemies are a lot closer to being a piece of cake. Okay. I didn't think you could do that. No preference. I like them about equally. Seriously, where are the magma generators? I keep hearing them here, but I don't see them. Oh yeah, the green button. I have all the special weapons, but there's one last thing to do. This one. And to get up here, just use this. That's alright, I don't need it. No. I haven't really watched Code Geass, but some of them. Oh yeah, the NES Metroid was kind of... Well, it was a bit revolutionary or different for its time, but boy, did it need better conveyance. And the world was too big without... If you want to play Metroid 1, either play a ROM hack of it, or play Zero Mission. Yeah, Zero Mission. I know people say it's quite it tries railroading you, but there are a lot of places where you can break out of the loop. Especially if you're in the know, you decide to shoot everything, or at least try breaking out of the loop. It's not as linear as, for say, Metroid 4. Alright, here it is. We're now entering the last part of the level. I'm not sure if Blizzardman's team for this stage is appropriate. For this stage, I mean. Oh, okay, that's solid ground. I thought that was part of I thought this was part of the background. And I died because I didn't realize there was a generator there. Oh yeah, AM2R is one of the best classic Metroid titles. I did download a copy of it. I may stream it in the future. Probably 1.7 though. The fan 1.7 mod. That adds a lot of interesting things like an even harder mode. And even a randomization too. Like, remember those oldest fan randomizers? Yep, that comes with one as well. Nope, I never owned a PlayStation console. I hope we're nearing the end. I guess we are. That was a really easy segment there. But this is the hard part. Yeah, I can phrase it just like in Mega Man 9. It froze all of them at once. That's interesting. I've been more of a PC gamer for all my life. I don't hate consoles, it's just that I like PCs more. And we're there, here's the ending. Double Grenade Man. Of course, it's the Fire Sword, Flame Sword. And I still knocked them in place. No, I don't really have a Discord channel. I mainly hang out on the Let Me Level With You Discord. So this was a fun level, longer one, but it was a bit more unique on Wardonis' usual take on the 4 split pathways. So that marks the end of this live stream. I decided to add 30 more minutes to it so I could cover a bit more levels. With Wardonis' level done, that's 14 levels done in total, unless I miscounted. The rest of the levels by Lepadio, Pretty Lucky, I think again, Ryan, Gokulis, Cody Joan, Lucio, Dragonwing, well not Dragonwing, and Alessandro, they'll be added to my playlist if they aren't already on there. So in the next week, I'll start covering levels in Retro Redux, and next week I'll also have 2 live streams dedicated to Mega Man Maker. One on Saturday, time pending, and one on Sunday, the same time as before. Well then, I thank you very much for watching, and I wish you all to have a nice day. Toodles!